Mohanad Shalabi has come a long way from being a struggling migrant worker to become a successful businessman in the city of Yiwu in East China's Zhejiang province. When the 37-year-old Jordanian came to China to seek work 15 years ago, his dream was to have his own restaurant, just like his uncle. Initially, he labored in his uncle's fledgling restaurant in South China's city of Guangzhou, barely making ends meet. He met Liu Fang, a Muslim woman from East China, not long after arriving in the city. The two married in 2001. Not long after getting married, Shalabi learned about Yiwu from his friends. He decided to try his hand at doing business in Yiwu, the world's largest small commodity market, in order to support himself and his wife. After moving to the city in 2001, he found that the city could offer him great potential for success. Customs data indicates that Yiwu's combined import and export volume in 2014 was $23.7 billion, an increase of 28.6% year-on-year. Shalabi and several of his friends took advantage of the city's growing trade by opening a foreign trade company in 2002 that allowed them to sell a variety of goods.
When I worked in my uncle's restaurant, many of my friends had already started their own companies in Yiwu. It's easy. The city was already developing rapidly, even back then. Our money would have been wasted if we hadn't opened our companies.
Shalabi worked to make solid business connections and provide good service to his clients. He was rewarded with large numbers of orders.
At first, I sold advertising boards. When my friends traveled to Arab countries, they would tell their friends and customers about my business in Yiwu. People would then come here to find me and place orders. Good service can also help you get more customers.
Shalabi took over a chain restaurant from his uncle in Yiwu in 2004 after he had earned some money from the trade business. He changed the restaurant into an Arabic one in order to attract more diners. Shalabi opened his own trade company in 2009. His wife said the company can bring in millions of yuan during particularly prosperous years. Shalabi is one of more than 5,000 Arab merchants who have found success in Yiwu. There are about 15,000 foreigners doing business in the city now. Statistics indicate that exports to Arab countries accounted for 51% of Yiwu's exports last year. The figure was 49.6% in 2013, when China proposed the Belt and Road initiatives. Belt and Road refers to the Silk Road Economic Belt and 21st Century Maritime Silk Road, both of which are initiatives that are designed to boost trade cooperation between China and countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa. The Silk Road Economic Belt is to be established along the ancient Silk Road trade route, stretching northwest from China's coastal area through Central Asia, the Middle East, and on to Europe. The 21st Century Maritime Silk Road will run through South China to reach Southeast Asia. Foreign Minister Wang Yi said on the sidelines of China's ongoing national legislative session that this year's diplomatic efforts will focus on making all-around progress for the Belt and Road initiatives. This has given merchants like Shalabi greater confidence for the future of their businesses. Such merchants are eager to expand their sales channels around the world.
My dream is here in China. We are looking forward to the future development of Yiwu. We want it to be bigger and better.
Progress has already been made in improving connectivity between countries along the Silk Road Economic Belt. A cargo train railway called Yixino that links Yiwu with the Spanish capital of Madrid opened in November last year. Officials said the railway is the longest of all cargo railways that connect China and Europe. The railway enters Central Asia from northwest China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region and courses through Europe to reach its terminus in Spain. The 13,000-kilometer-long line passes through 6 countries in addition to China and Spain. It takes 21 days to traverse the railway. The railway has served as a more efficient export channel for Yiwu's commodities, as the city previously relied heavily on air and sea transportation. It has also cut transportation costs by 1/3. This has been good news for merchants like Shalabi. He said he hopes the railway's departure times can be fixed in the future so that his goods can reach more places overseas.
It's been quite helpful. Railway transportation is very safe. It can also carry more and heavier goods at one time. It's also much cheaper.
Shalabi and his wife have 2 children, many friends, and a prosperous business. He recalled that he never thought he could achieve such success in China. After settling down, he plans to buy a house in Yiwu.
I've said that China is my home. I want my home to enjoy further development. If my home becomes better, I will become better as well.